In today's video, we're going to test how much money you can make Vinted reselling. This is going to cover where we're going to buy our stock from, how many items we can actually buy in 24 hours, how we're going to sell all these items, and overall, how much profit we actually make. So welcome to part 1, and this is buying the stock. This series is split up into 2 videos, this video buying the stock, and the second video showcasing the selling process and how much money we actually make. Vinted reselling has blown up in the past year, and it's got to a point where you can actually buy off Vinted and resell back onto Vinted and make a very, very good margin. There's people out there claiming to make a full-time income just from this Vinted reselling, so we're here to put that to the test. So without further ado, let's get buying some stock. So for buying the stock, we're going to use a Vinted Monitor. This is what people claim to use to make quite a lot of money off. Fortunately, I've made my own fully custom Vinted Monitor, so we're going to be using that in today's video. I'm going to showcase me setting it up and also even buying. So let's head over to the computer and start setting it up. So you can do this on phone, laptop, or PC. First things first, I want to set up my auto buy function. So when something does come through and I want to buy it quick, I can click one button and it'll auto buy it for me. Now that's all sorted. What's great about this custom Vinted Monitor is that you can set your own price filters and what you want to see. So you don't have to scroll through thousands of different listings just to find that good one. I can set my own price filters, I can set the own brands I want to see, I can select the own clothing that I want to see. So for example, I can set up every streetwear brand such as Corteiz, Palace, Supreme, t-shirts under £15. Then I will directly receive a notification when something meets this criteria and I can auto buy it instantly. Not only that, I can filter by seller ratings, meaning that I can only see listings from people with 4-star or 5-star reviews, but the key to this is going to be setting up what we actually want to see. Now for you guys watching, this can be anything. I've seen people make money off stupid things on Vinted, but for me, I come from a streetwear and sneaker background. This is what I'm going to focus on. So I first started the process doing all streetwear brands and I want to go look at t-shirts. I'm also going to set a price filter to only £15 because I believe I can move these for between £25 and £35 each. Next up, triple white Air Forces sell like hotcakes for above £30, so I can pick these up for around below the £20 mark, leaves me a nice £10 to £20 margin per pair. The reason why I'm choosing this is because I actually saw a member picking up hundreds of different Air Forces for below £20 and they were selling them same day for above £35 each. He was selling loads of these. Next up, I'm going to monitor Air Max 95s. I believe 95s are really good movers, especially if I can get them for below £20 in an alright condition. I believe I can sell these for above £35 a pop, no problem. Next up, a bit of a surprising one, I'm going to monitor Timberland boots. Because Timberland boots have such a high retail at normally £150, if I can get a good condition used pair for around the below £20 mark, I believe I can sell these for £50 to £70 each. Not only that, I know it's not quite the season for it, but I believe I can still make profit on Nupsy North Face jackets. Again, these normally retail for £200 to £300 each. If I can pick up used ones for below £25, hopefully we can see some margin and move these between the £50 mark and the £60 mark. Remember, you can monitor absolute anything through this custom Vinted Monitor, and you're not just restricted to clothing. You can look at electronics, you can look at iPhones, you can look at tablets, toys, anything you want, you can monitor it on this Vinted Monitor. But for me personally, for making as much money as I can in 24 hours, I need to stick to what I know so I can use this time efficiently. Now we've got everything set up, let's spend the next hour buying as much as possible. The time is currently 8:30 in the evening, and we're going to get back to you around 10 PM to see what pickups we actually managed to get, and hopefully we can make some really, really good money. Well, that went better than expected. We managed to pick up over 15 different items just in the space of 1.5 hours of using this Vinted Monitor. We had over 60 different notifications for different items, however, I wanted to stick to stuff that I knew. So we managed to pick up all of the items that you can see on screen. This video isn't just to promote my custom Vinted Monitor, it's also actually to showcase that this is possible for anyone watching. I will leave a nice 50% off your first month if you want to use this Vinted Monitor, meaning it'll only be £7.50. And remember, I'm not gatekeeping anything from you guys. Anything that I talk about here is also accessible to you, and you can follow along and make your money reselling. But for now, the job is over. We spent our 1 hour copying items, we bought over 15 different products. Alright my people, as you can see, 2 days, well 3-4 days later to be honest, all of these have arrived. We might have overspent a little bit. I said I only bought 15 items. I'll be honest, I did spend an extra half an hour and bought a lot more. But let's break down what we've actually got before we go into episode 2, because I'm sure you guys would like to know what we actually picked up. All right, here we go. I'm just going to take them out one by one. I'm not going to spend long on each item here because we have not got long. First up, Stussy t-shirt. Any t-shirt we pay between £5 and £15 for, never any more. Palace long sleeve t-shirt, we paid £8 for that one. Stussy t-shirt, I think. Black and white Stussy t-shirt, I think that one was about £8. Another Stussy t-shirt, however, it does have a stain on this one. So might try and wash it out. If not, just have to sell it with defects. But yeah, quite a nice back print on this one. Another Stussy t-shirt. I think I bought too many Stussy t-shirts, but I'm thinking the weather is getting hotter now, so I avoided buying too many outwear stuff and bought a lot more t-shirts. As I say that, we did buy this North Face puffer. It was really cheap. I'll put up the screenshot of how much I actually paid, but it is a full-on heavy-duty North Face puffer, purple. The only problem is I think the zips broke on this one. Does need a wash, it does smell a bit. Yeah, so I might try, if I can sort the zip on this, honestly, this will go for like 50, 60 quid, because it is a size large and it is a big puffer jacket in decent quality. Just the zip's broken, so I might try and fix that. Some more t-shirts here. We've got another super clean Stussy t-shirt. I'm tempted to keep this for myself. Really clean Stussy t-shirt, nice oversized Stussy, of course. Stussy t-shirt with a nice back print on there. We've got a Stussy t-shirt here. That's the back, this is the front. Again, we're paying like £5 to £15 for these. A really clean pair of Timberlands here. I think I paid below £20 for these, and they're in a good size as well. I think it's a size 8 or something like that. Oh no, these are actually a UK 6.5, but they were really cheap, so I can't complain. 3 different pairs of Air Forces. Some of these literally only costed £7. We've got a black and white pair here, which I think could clean up quite well. A beige pair that does definitely need a clean, and a triple white pair. I think this was only £9 as well. Steal on a pair of Air Max 95s. I think we only paid like £15, £20 for these. Great pair to have. Big North Face jacket. I know it's sunny weather, but it was so cheap. It was below £20, this jacket, and it's in great condition. Everything works perfect. Zips are all fine. It's retained its poofiness as well, which I know sounds stupid, but it does make a difference, especially for photos. That is a size extra small though, so not as high in demand for that size. Another t-shirt in here. A nice Palace top here. Big fan of this Palace top. Another Stussy t-shirt. As you can see right here, that is the back print and this is the front print. And another North Face puffer jacket. Yeah, not really much else to say on this. Quite nice, bit used to be fair, but I'm pretty sure we got it for a very good price. And I think that is it. Like I said, these were literally picked up in the space of a couple hours. They were all really good prices. I really could not say no to them. So yeah, these are all picked up from the Vinted Monitor, guys. Fully custom Vinted Monitor. You set up your own filters. As you can see, all of these items I got were absolute steals. Try it out for yourself. Honestly, you can actually join for only £7.50. It's crazy. But in the next video, you're actually going to see how much I actually make off these items. Guys, I'd really appreciate all your support in this video. If you enjoy this sort of content, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get this YouTube popping again. Any video suggestions, any comments, I really do appreciate it. We're going ham now on YouTube. We've got some big videos planned. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in part 2, my people.